Hello, good morning. We're from Leicestershire Fire and Rescue Service. We're here to carry out your home safety check today.
Hi there, please come in.
Thank you.
So, you want to start in the kitchen?
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. Okay, so we'll be going through our home fire safety check booklet during this visit today, which we will leave you when we've finished. So we'll go through some of the main points in the kitchen. So first off, I can see that you've got a tea towel right by the cooker. We do recommend that you keep all the area around the cooker clear, just in case you distracted away from your cooking, it could catch fire. And also you do have quite low cupboards in the kitchen, so if you're using a toaster, we recommend that you pull it out away from the kitchen cupboard so as not to damage you underneath. The most of the kitchen, it's all kept quite clear. Ovens all really clean, just things that we would look for. When you do cook, do you ever use a deep fat fryer?
No.
No, you don't. Okay. If you did use one, we would recommend that it was one of the electric ones, and again that you keep it clean and you don't use the fat too deep. Just try and keep it quite shallow. Have you got any questions of any fire safety issues in the kitchen?
No, that was really good, thank you.
Brilliant, thank you. Shall we go into the little dining room next?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the only thing that I can see in this room is that you've got a candle here. It's right by your curtain, and it's not in a proper holder. Do you often burn candles like this?
Yeah, I do burn candles sometimes.
So we recommend that it would be in a proper holder, and that you don't keep it by the curtain, because it could quite easily catch and set your curtain on fire. So if you put it in a proper holder, and then just move it away from your curtain. There has also been some cases with the hot weather that things on your window ledges can magnify and catch fire as well. So just be quite careful about what you're actually putting on your windowsill, and how much sunlight that will actually get. Okay.
So this is the lounge.
Okay, so again, the only thing that I can see in this room is the candles again. You're burning the tea light candles, and they aren't in any holder. Would you burn them like this, or are they just for decoration?
They're just for decoration.
Okay, so what we would recommend is that we can get these LED lights, so you can still put them in the nice holders, but they're just on a battery. So if you did want to have them out, it's not going to cause any risk of any fire or anything, or damage anywhere. So we can replace those for you if you'd like, with the LED battery operated ones.
Yes, please.
Okay, we'll sort that out for you.
You always keep your keys here?
Yeah, I always keep my keys in the bowl there.
Yeah, we suggest that's a good idea. We suggest you always know where your keys are in case you need to make emergency exit of the property.
Okay, would you like to go upstairs?
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. I've just noticed that your plug socket here, that you've got it a little bit overloaded. So you've got the light in there, and then you've also got the air freshener. There is a spare socket there. Do you not use that, or does it not work?
That one doesn't work.
That one doesn't work. Okay, so we would recommend that you avoid overloading your plugs. If at all possible, just have one plug in one socket. So if you're not using the lamp, unplug that, or if you could put your air freshener in another socket, that would be better. Okay.
Okay.
We've also noticed you've got some items stacked on the stairs. This can be a bit of a hazard, especially in the night. If you need to come downstairs in a rush, in an emergency, you might trip down these and hurt yourselves. So it's probably best to move these onto the table.
So this is the master bedroom.
Okay, so again, there's not that much to point out in this room. We do have the electrics just in the corner here. So you're using the extension strip, and you've got another air freshener plugged in, which that's fine because they're on their own separate plugs. Just be mindful of what you're plugging into that strip extension to make sure that you're not overloading the ampage that's on it. And just make sure that with any electrics that there's no loose wires or any scorch marks or anything like that on any of it, especially things that, so like this lamp for instance, where the cable's going to go behind a unit. Just make sure you're regularly checking that there's no fraying or damage to the electrics and there's no scorch marks anywhere. Okay.
Lovely, thank you.
So have you ever thought about what you do in case of an emergency?
No, it's never something I've thought about, to be honest.
Well, while we're upstairs then, in the booklet there's also a bit of information about planning a safe escape. Just something you can look through, something to keep in mind before you go to bed. And when you, along with that, there's a bedtime checklist. So this thing got closing your doors, making sure your keys are, just so all your family are aware that in case of emergency, you know how to get out of the property safely.
Okay, so do you regularly test your smoke alarm?
Not as often as I should do.
Okay, so we recommend that you test your smoke alarm once a week. We've got a campaign that we called Test It Tuesday, so if you could try and remember that, get that in your head. So all you need to do is just press the button, just press and hold. Because your system's a hardwired system, it will resound to all of the alarms that you've got in your house. We'll have a battery backup, so just make sure you keep your eye on it. If it is bleeping, it could possibly be the battery backup. The other thing we do recommend is that once a month that you just run around the vents at the edge with a hoover, just to make sure there's no dust or little bugs or anything like that in it, just to make sure that it's working correctly. Okay.
Thank you.